Someone performed voodoo at your door last night, and shockingly, that which was your. My beloved child, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary, and it is not coincidence that you found this message now. Last night, while the world slept and your door stood silent, a hidden intention crossed the threshold meant for your life. You felt it before you understood it, a sudden heaviness, a strange pause in the air, a moment where time itself seemed to hesitate. Don't skip, this matters. Someone believed they could reach you without being seen, influence your path without your permission, and disturb what was divinely protected around you. But here is the truth they did not expect: the moment their act touched your boundary, it awakened something far greater than their intent. Here is where the shock deepens. The energy sent toward your door did not come from a distant enemy or an unknown shadow. It came from someone whose presence once felt familiar, someone whose smile you trusted, someone who stood close enough to learn your fears and quietly envy your strength. Stay till the end, because this revelation changes everything. What was meant to weaken you has exposed the real source of resistance in your life. The disguise has cracked. The silence has spoken. And what they attempted in secret has already turned against them, because forces aligned with you do not sleep. And they do not miss. Something huge is waiting for you in this moment, and it is not fear. It is clarity. You were never unguarded. You were never alone. The unseen shield around you did not break, it responded. What happened last night was not an attack, it was a confirmation. A line was crossed, and now truth must surface. Don't skip this part of your life. What comes next is a reversal, a revelation, and a release that changes how you see everyone around you. What was hidden is being exposed, and what was threatened is about to rise stronger than ever. Hear this without fear, because what you sensed was not meant to end you, it was meant to test the boundary around you. The moment that hidden act was completed, a reaction began that could not be stopped. Energy always reveals its sender, and intention always leaves a fingerprint. You may have woken up uneasy, distracted, or unusually alert, as if something inside you refused to stay quiet. That was not weakness. That was awareness activating. Don't skip this understanding: nothing reached you directly. What reached you was a signal, and that signal exposed a truth that had been buried under familiarity for far too long. Now let me say what your heart already suspects. The person behind this act did not act out of power, they acted out of desperation. They saw your forward movement, your protection, your unexplained survival, and it unsettled them. Stay till the end, because this is important. When someone close realizes they can no longer influence you openly, they attempt control quietly. But quiet actions make loud consequences. What they sent could not stay attached to you, so it turned inward. Confusion, restlessness, and sudden distance are already forming around them. You are not imagining the shift, you are witnessing it. Something huge is waiting for you right after this realization, and it is your advantage. Awareness removes access. Once you see clearly, no hidden effort can reach you again. You don't need to confront, accuse, or react. Your stillness is already louder than their action. Don't skip your intuition now, it has been sharpened for a reason. What was done in secrecy has accelerated your protection and exposed the real obstacle on your path. From this moment forward, the influence breaks, the confusion lifts, and your clarity becomes permanent. What they tried last night did not delay you, it positioned you ahead. Notice what begins to change around you after this moment, because the shift is subtle but undeniable. Conversations feel different. Certain faces seem uneasy in your presence, as if they sense you no longer meet them at the same level. This is not imagination, it is alignment. When an unseen attempt fails, it creates a visible imbalance for the one who sent it. Don't skip this awareness. The silence you hear now is not emptiness, it is exposure. The mask they wore so comfortably can no longer hold, and truth has a way of pressing outward when pressure builds inside. Understand this clearly: what protected you was not chance, and it was not luck. It was placement. You were positioned in a way that made interference impossible. Stay till the end, because this is where power returns to you fully. The moment that act failed, permission was revoked. The door they tried to influence closed permanently, not just to them, but to anything that does not belong in your future. You may feel lighter without knowing why, more decisive without effort. That is what happens when resistance collapses at the root. Something huge is waiting for you as this clarity settles in, separation without struggle. You no longer need distance to be declared, distance is being created naturally. Don't skip this phase. People who thrived on your uncertainty will drift, while opportunities that match your strength move closer. What was meant to disturb your foundation has strengthened it instead. This was not the end of a threat, it was the beginning of your undeniable rise. Pay attention now, because the moment of confirmation is unfolding quietly around you. What was once hidden behind routine and politeness is beginning to show cracks. Small signs reveal big truths. Hesitation where confidence once lived, silence where control used to speak. Don't skip this awareness. When someone's secret effort fails, they are forced to face their own reflection, and that is never comfortable. You may notice sudden withdrawal, unexplained tension, or an energy that feels unsettled when they are near. This is not your burden. This is the echo of an action that could not reach you and is now returning to its source. Here is what changes everything. You are no longer part of the cycle they depended on. Stay till the end, because this realization frees you completely. The attempt at interference broke an invisible agreement, one where access to your life was taken for granted. That access is gone. You do not need to protect yourself consciously, protection has already recalibrated. Your calm is not passive, it is authority. The more centered you become, the more unstable the other side feels. This is how balance restores itself without noise, without confrontation, and without fear. Something huge is waiting for you right after this phase, and it is momentum. The clearing you feel is making space for alignment, opportunity, and peace that does not require explanation. Don't skip your own growth now. What tried to stop you has instead marked the exact moment your path accelerated. The truth is no longer hidden, the influence is no longer active, and your direction is no longer shared. From here forward, only what supports your rise is allowed to stay, and everything else will fall away on its own. Take a moment to breathe into what you feel right now, because this is the calm after exposure, not before it. When hidden actions lose their grip, the atmosphere changes first, your thoughts become clearer, your decisions feel lighter, and hesitation no longer pulls at you. Don't skip this awareness. You are stepping into a phase where confusion cannot follow you, because its source has been identified and cut off. What once drained your focus now has no channel to reach you, and that alone is a powerful shift. What you may not realize yet is how precise the timing of this was. Stay till the end, because this matters deeply. If that attempt had happened earlier, it might have delayed you. If it had happened later, it would have had no meaning at all. It happened now because now you are ready to move forward without carrying anyone else's intentions. The act that was meant to interfere instead accelerated a separation that needed to happen. You are not losing anyone, you are outgrowing what could no longer walk beside you. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this moment, and it is stability that does not shake. Don't skip your next steps. You will notice doors opening without effort, decisions resolving themselves, and a sense that you are finally walking without resistance. What happened last night did not weaken you, it finalized something. From here, your path becomes quieter, clearer, and far more powerful than before. Watch closely what unfolds next, because the aftermath is where truth becomes undeniable. When an unseen effort fails, it does not disappear, it leaves a void where control once existed. You may sense this as distance, as a sudden lack of influence from people who once affected your mood or direction. Don't skip this realization. The silence you are experiencing is not loss, it is freedom taking shape. You are no longer reacting, you are choosing, and that changes everything. There is a reason you feel more grounded now, even without explanation. Stay till the end, because this clarity is intentional. What was meant to confuse you has sharpened your perception instead. You are noticing patterns you once ignored, motives you once excused, and behaviors that no longer deserve access to you. This awareness is not making you colder, it is making you precise. Precision is what protects progress, and progress is already moving toward you. Something huge is waiting for you just beyond this awareness, alignment without effort. Don't skip this phase. You will feel drawn to people, places, and opportunities that match your steadiness, while anything unstable fades naturally. What happened at your door did not open a threat, it closed one. From this point forward, your life becomes less about defense and more about direction, and that shift marks the beginning of a much stronger chapter. Understand this carefully, because what you are entering now is not recovery, it is authority. When an attempt to interfere collapses, it restores power to the one who was targeted. You may feel a quiet confidence rising, a sense that you no longer need validation or explanation. Don't skip this feeling. It is your inner balance reasserting itself, free from outside influence. What once felt heavy no longer has weight, and what once felt urgent no longer controls you. There is a subtle change happening in how others respond to you. Stay till the end, because this shift is revealing. People who relied on your uncertainty will feel unsure around you now. They may become distant, overly polite, or strangely cautious. This is not coincidence, it is recognition. Your energy is no longer accessible in the same way. The boundary that was tested has solidified, and it speaks without words. Something huge is waiting for you as this authority settles in, peace that does not need protection. Don't skip this moment of recognition. You are not guarded by force. You are guarded by alignment. What tried to reach you has no reference point anymore. From here forward, you move with clarity, strength, and a quiet certainty that cannot be shaken. This is not the end of the story, it is the point where you finally take the lead. Now feel the stillness that surrounds you, because stillness is not emptiness, it is control returned to its rightful place. When interference fails, the noise it depended on fades, leaving you with a clarity that cannot be interrupted. Don't skip this moment. You may notice that your reactions have slowed, your thoughts have sharpened, and your choices feel final instead of questioned. This is not withdrawal, it is mastery over your own direction. What is important now is what you no longer feel. Stay till the end, because this absence speaks loudly. The doubt that once crept in without warning is gone. The emotional pull that once drained you no longer hooks. This means the influence is not just weakened, it is finished. You are standing in a space where only what aligns with your future can reach you, and everything else dissolves on contact. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this stillness, momentum that does not require struggle. Don't skip the transition. Movement will begin again, but this time it will feel clean, intentional, and effortless. What happened has already done its work. The chapter of interference has closed, and the chapter of steady, undeniable progress has begun. Notice how your inner voice sounds clearer now, almost firmer, as if it no longer competes with anything outside of you. That is not imagination. When hidden pressure is removed, intuition rises without resistance. Don't skip this recognition. You are hearing yourself again, not filtered through expectation, fear, or someone else's agenda. This clarity is a direct result of what failed, it cleared the static instead of creating it. There is also a quiet unraveling happening elsewhere. Stay till the end, because this explains the distance you may sense. The one who acted in secrecy is facing their own reflection without distraction. When control attempts collapse, the collapse turns inward. You do not need to witness it or understand it fully. Your role ended the moment awareness arrived. From that point on, balance began correcting itself automatically. Something huge is waiting for you right after this stage. Trust in your own timing. Don't skip your confidence now. You will move when it feels right, speak when it matters, and pause when silence serves you. What once tried to interfere has lost relevance, and relevance is power. As it fades from your path, your direction becomes unmistakable, and nothing hidden can follow you there. Let this truth settle gently, because you are now standing beyond the reach of what once tried to touch you. There is a quiet certainty forming, the kind that does not announce itself but cannot be shaken. Don't skip this realization. When interference fails completely, it leaves behind a lesson, not for you to fear, but for you to recognize your own position. You were never as vulnerable as you thought. You were simply unaware of how protected you already were. What changes next is how you relate to the past. Stay till the end, because this shift is freeing. Old moments that once confused you now make sense. Delays, misunderstandings, and sudden obstacles reveal their purpose, not as punishments, but as pauses that kept you from paths that were never meant to continue. You are no longer questioning why things happened, you are seeing why they had to end. Something huge is waiting for you as this understanding completes. Forward movement without resistance. Don't skip the simplicity of what comes next. Progress will feel quieter, steadier, and more natural than before. The storm passed without touching you, the truth revealed itself without confrontation, and your path remains intact. From here, you move with assurance, clarity, and a calm strength that does not need to prove anything. Stay present with this moment, because what you are feeling now is confirmation, not anticipation. There is no tension in it, no urgency, only a deep sense of alignment. Don't skip this awareness. When something meant to disturb you fails completely, it leaves behind certainty. You are no longer asking whether you are safe, whether you are guided, or whether you are supported. You know it now, quietly and without doubt. There is also a subtle shift in how time feels to you. Stay till the end, because this matters. You are no longer rushing toward outcomes or fearing delays. You trust the pace, because you can feel that nothing important can bypass you. What is meant for you does not need protection, it arrives naturally when interference is removed. This trust is not passive, it is grounded confidence rooted in experience. Something huge is waiting for you as this certainty settles in, self-leadership. Don't skip this stage. You are no longer influenced by hidden motives or external pressure. You decide from clarity, you move from calm, and you stop when stillness is wiser. What tried to touch your life has lost all relevance, and what remains is direction, strength, and a steady peace that cannot be disturbed. Notice how grounded you feel now, as if your feet are firmly planted no matter what moves around you. This is the stability that appears when outside influence no longer has access. Don't skip this recognition. You are not bracing yourself anymore, you are simply standing. The difference is powerful. What once felt unpredictable now feels manageable, and what once felt overwhelming no longer demands your energy. There is a quiet respect forming around you. Stay till the end, because this shift is important. People sense when someone is no longer available for manipulation or confusion. Words land differently when spoken to you now, and intentions reveal themselves faster. You are not guarded, you are clear. Clarity makes deception uncomfortable, and that discomfort keeps distance without effort. Something huge is waiting for you as this phase completes, consistency. Don't skip the calm that comes with it. Your days will feel steadier, your choices more aligned, and your progress less interrupted. What happened has already served its purpose. The influence is gone, the lesson is integrated, and you are moving forward with a quiet strength that does not need to announce itself. Remain attentive now, because this is the stage where your inner authority fully locks into place. What you are experiencing is not relief alone, it is command over your own space. The atmosphere around you responds differently because you are no longer broadcasting uncertainty. Don't skip this realization. When someone realizes they cannot affect you unseen, they stop trying to influence you at all. Your presence feels solid, unmoved, and uninviting to anything that does not belong. This is not emotional distance, this is energetic clarity, and it changes how life approaches you. There is a deep recalibration happening inside you. Stay till the end, because this is where strength becomes permanent. You are no longer explaining yourself internally. Decisions arrive fully formed, without debate. Your intuition does not whisper anymore, it speaks clearly, confidently, and at the right moment. This is what happens when outside pressure dissolves. You are no longer scanning for danger, approval, or reassurance. You move from knowing, and knowing is faster than fear ever was. Something huge is waiting for you at the edge of this awareness, momentum that compounds. Don't skip this phase of expansion. What once slowed you has vanished, and now movement accelerates naturally. Opportunities will begin to line up without force. Conversations will resolve without tension. Paths will open without struggle. What tried to interfere with your life has instead marked the moment you stepped into full alignment. From here forward, your direction is protected by clarity, your progress is supported by balance, and your presence carries a quiet power that cannot be challenged or copied. Stand firm in this awareness, because what you are stepping into now is recognition, both within you and around you. You may notice that situations no longer pull you off balance the way they once did. Challenges appear, but they don't hook into your emotions. Don't skip this understanding. This is what it feels like when you are no longer operating from defense. You are not reacting to the world is adjusting to you. What once tried to unsettle your foundation only revealed how solid it truly is. There is also a quiet sorting taking place in your surroundings. Stay till the end, because this is where clarity becomes visible. Some connections will naturally fade without conflict, while others deepen without effort. You are not forcing separation, it is happening because alignment demands honesty. People who cannot meet you at this level will feel it immediately. This is not rejection, it is resolution. You are no longer available for confusion, half-truths, or hidden intentions. Your presence now invites transparency, and anything else cannot remain. Something huge is waiting for you as this phase completes, expansion without strain. Don't skip the confidence that comes with this. You will begin to trust your instincts faster, commit to decisions sooner, and move forward without second-guessing yourself. What happened in secrecy has fully lost its power. It does not define you, disturb you, or follow you. Instead, it marked the exact moment you stepped beyond influence and into command. From here on, your path is not only protected, it is clear, and clarity is unstoppable. Remain with this moment longer than you think you need to, because what is forming now is permanence. This is not a temporary calm or a passing phase, it is a new baseline. You may notice that your thoughts no longer spiral the way they once did, that old worries fail to grip you, that situations which once demanded emotional effort now feel neutral. Don't skip this recognition. Neutrality is power. When something can no longer provoke you, it has lost authority over you. What once circled your life quietly, feeding on reaction, has nothing left to take. There is a deeper shift happening beneath the surface, one that changes how you move through the world. Stay till the end, because this part defines what comes next. You are no longer scanning people for hidden meanings or double intentions. You sense truth faster now. Your body, your intuition, your awareness respond instantly, before words, before actions, before explanations. This is not suspicion, it is discernment. Discernment does not create fear, it removes it. You are not guarded by walls, but by understanding, and understanding makes deception ineffective. Something huge is waiting for you as this awareness fully integrates, and it is sovereignty over your life. Don't skip this phase of ownership. You are no longer influenced by what happens behind your back, because nothing behind your back matters anymore. Your focus is forward. Your energy is contained. Your direction is settled. What tried to interfere did not just fail, it finalized your separation from confusion. From this point onward, your presence carries weight, your silence carries meaning, and your path unfolds without interference, interruption, or explanation. Hold this awareness gently, because now you are entering the phase where results begin to speak for you. You may notice small but undeniable confirmations, timing that aligns without effort, conversations that resolve themselves, doors that open without you pushing. Don't skip this understanding. These are not random events. They are signals that resistance has fully dissolved. When interference loses its grip, life stops negotiating with obstacles and starts cooperating with intention. You are not chasing clarity anymore, clarity is meeting you where you stand. There is a quiet strengthening happening inside your choices. Stay till the end, because this shift is subtle but decisive. You are saying less, yet being understood more. You are acting less, yet progressing faster. This is what happens when your energy stops leaking into doubt and explanation. You are no longer proving anything to anyone, and that alone accelerates everything. What once demanded emotional labor now requires none. You are conserving power, and conserved power compounds quickly. Something huge is waiting for you as this consolidation completes, stability that moves. Don't skip this stage of refinement. You are not frozen in calm, you are steady in motion. Your steps become intentional, your pauses become strategic, and your direction becomes unmistakable. What happened has already closed its chapter. It no longer echoes, influences, or shadows you. From here forward, your life responds to alignment, not interference, and alignment always moves you exactly where you need to be. Stay rooted in this awareness, because what is unfolding now is the full return of your authority. This is the moment where you stop looking back entirely, not because you are avoiding anything, but because nothing behind you holds relevance anymore. Your attention has shifted forward, and forward is where power lives. Don't skip this realization. When your focus becomes intentional, nothing hidden can pull at you. You are no longer responding to what others do in silence. You are responding only to what aligns with your direction, and that changes the rules completely. There is a deep internal confirmation settling into place. Stay till the end, because this is where certainty becomes unshakable. You are no longer questioning your instincts or second-guessing your reactions. You trust what you feel, and more importantly, you trust what you don't feel anymore. The absence of tension is proof. The absence of confusion is evidence. What once created noise around you has lost its voice. This is not emotional numbness, it is emotional clarity. You know when to move, when to pause, and when to remain silent, and each choice feels right without explanation. Something huge is waiting for you as this authority fully integrates, and it is momentum that answers only to you. Don't skip this phase of expansion. You will notice your presence carries weight without effort. Situations resolve faster because resistance no longer surrounds you. People reveal themselves quicker because masks cannot survive in clarity. What tried to interfere has now served its final purpose. It pushed you into full ownership of your path. From here forward, your energy is self-contained, your direction is locked in, and your progress no longer depends on anyone's intentions but your own. Settle into this calm, because what you are experiencing now is the aftermath of resolution. There is nothing left to fight, nothing left to expose, nothing left to prove. Don't skip this awareness. When something meant to interfere collapses completely, it leaves behind a silence that is not empty, but complete. You may notice that even memories tied to confusion feel distant, as if they belong to a different version of you. That is because they do. There is a quiet finality in your energy now. Stay till the end, because this matters. You are no longer available for cycles that repeat themselves. Patterns that once returned again and again simply stop. This is not because you forced an ending, but because your clarity no longer feeds them. You have moved beyond the point where influence could attach. What remains is a sense of closure that does not require explanation or acknowledgement from anyone else. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this resolution, a clean beginning. Don't skip this threshold. You are stepping into a chapter that is not built on reaction, healing, or defense, but on intention. The past no longer leaks into the present. The hidden has no access to the open. And you move forward now not as someone who survived interference, but as someone who transcended it completely. Remain aware as this phase deepens, because now you are standing inside completion, not transition. This is where many people rush forward, but you are being asked to stand still just long enough to recognize what has fully ended. Don't skip this realization. The pull you once felt. The need to explain yourself, to anticipate reactions, to protect your energy, has dissolved. You are not bracing for anything anymore. Your nervous system has learned safety, and safety creates clarity. When clarity arrives, old attachments quietly lose their grip without drama, without resistance, without return. There is a profound shift in how you experience responsibility now. Stay till the end, because this changes how your future unfolds. You are no longer carrying emotional weight that was never yours to begin with. Expectations placed on you by others fall away naturally, because you no longer respond to them. This does not make you distant, it makes you precise. Precision means you give your time, focus, and energy only where it creates growth. Anything that thrives on confusion, secrecy, or imbalance finds no surface to land on. You have become unreachable to what cannot meet you honestly. Something huge is waiting for you at the edge of this awareness, and it is freedom with direction. Don't skip this integration. You are not drifting, you are choosing. Your stillness is intentional, your movement is deliberate, and your silence carries more authority than reaction ever did. What once attempted to influence you has no place in this chapter, because this chapter is authored by clarity alone. From here forward, your life no longer responds to hidden actions or unspoken intentions. It responds only to truth, alignment, and purpose, and that is why what comes next will feel inevitable, stable, and deeply your own. Stay grounded in this moment, because now you are stepping into the phase where outcomes quietly confirm everything you sensed before. There is no announcement, no dramatic sign, just a steady unfolding that feels right in your body and clear in your mind. You may notice that choices feel simpler, paths feel obvious, and hesitation no longer demands attention. Don't skip this recognition. Simplicity is not lack, it is precision. When noise disappears, truth becomes effortless. What once competed for your focus can no longer reach you, because your attention is no longer available to confusion. There is a subtle authority in how you move now. Stay till the end, because this is the shift that changes how the world meets you. You are not pushing, persuading, or proving. You are allowing alignment to do the work. Conversations resolve faster. Delays dissolve without explanation. You find yourself at the right place at the right time without forcing anything. This is not coincidence, it is coherence. When your inner state aligns, external reality follows. What tried to influence you failed because it could not disrupt coherence, and coherence always wins. Something huge is waiting for you as this phase settles in: continuity. Don't skip this integration. Your progress will no longer come in bursts followed by setbacks. It will be steady, cumulative, and calm. You will build without interruption, move without resistance, and rest without guilt. The chapter of interference is closed without ceremony, and the chapter of clear, sustained forward motion has begun. From here, your life moves in one direction, clean, intentional, and unmistakably your own. Remain fully present now, because this is where understanding turns into embodiment. You are no longer just aware of what happened. You are living from the result of it. Your posture in life has changed. You respond slower, but with certainty. You speak less, but with precision. Don't skip this realization. This is not withdrawal from the world, this is mastery within it. When something tries and fails to disrupt you, it leaves behind a residue of strength. That strength settles into your daily actions, your tone, your timing. You are no longer accessible to urgency that isn't yours, and that alone reshapes your reality. There is a deep internal alignment happening now, one that cannot be reversed. Stay till the end, because this explains why you feel so settled even without answers. You are no longer searching for confirmation outside yourself. You recognize truth the moment it appears, and you release what doesn't without debate. This is discernment at its highest level. You are not avoiding people or situations, you are simply unavailable to anything misaligned. That availability shift is powerful. It means your energy is no longer scattered. It is focused, contained, and intentional energy always produces clean outcomes. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this integration, and it is authorship over your life. Don't skip this phase of ownership. You are no longer reacting to what others do behind closed doors or in silence. You are responding only to what is real, present, and aligned with where you are going. The past no longer pulls at you. The unseen no longer concerns you. Your direction is set, not by force, but by clarity. From this point forward, you move with calm authority, steady momentum, and a self-trust that does not waver. What tried to interfere has fully dissolved into irrelevance, and what remains is a path that responds to you, cleanly, consistently, and without resistance. Allow yourself to recognize how far you have already moved without forcing a single step. This is the stage where your presence alone becomes enough. You are not announcing boundaries, they are felt. You are not correcting misunderstandings, clarity prevents them from forming. Don't skip this awareness. What once required effort now happens naturally because your energy is settled. When the internal state is stable, nothing external can create disruption. You are no longer navigating uncertainty. You are operating from certainty, and certainty quietly reorganizes everything around you. There is a noticeable change in how situations approach you now. Stay till the end, because this explains why life feels less complicated. You are no longer met with resistance at every turn. Challenges still exist, but they no longer feel personal or overwhelming. You meet them with neutrality, and neutrality disarms conflict before it begins. This is not detachment. It is emotional intelligence fully integrated. You understand where to invest yourself and where to remain still. That discernment keeps your path clean and your progress uninterrupted. Something huge is waiting for you as this stage completes, sustained peace in motion. Don't skip this moment of realization. You are not pausing life, you are moving through it with control and awareness. The past has no leverage here. Hidden actions hold no interest. Your attention is forward, your energy is aligned, and your direction is steady. What remains now is continuation, clear days, purposeful movement, and growth that does not require explanation. This is the chapter where nothing needs to be defended, proven, or protected, because everything you carry is already settled. Stay with this final moment, because this is where everything settles into truth. Nothing dramatic needs to happen now, because the transformation has already completed. You are standing in a place where the past has no grip and the unseen has no access. Don't skip this understanding. What once tried to reach you did not just fail, it revealed who you are when nothing external is influencing you. Calm. Clear. Unmoved. You are no longer shaped by what others attempt in silence. You are shaped only by what you choose in awareness. There is a deep sense of arrival here. Stay till the end, because this arrival is internal, not external. You are not waiting for validation, signs, or confirmation anymore. You trust your direction because it feels right in your body and steady in your mind. This is the kind of certainty that does not fluctuate. You are no longer concerned with what is happening behind your back, because your life is now happening fully in front of you. Forward is where your energy lives, and forward is where nothing hidden can follow. Something huge has been waiting for you all along, and now it is here. A life that moves without interference. Don't skip this closing truth. You are free from influence, free from confusion, free from cycles that no longer belong to you. What began as a test ended as a confirmation of your strength. From this point on, your path remains clear, your momentum steady, and your presence undeniable. This chapter closes not with fear, but with quiet power, and that power stays with you.